are in the world, CSL Dallas is here as your spiritual home. As a reminder, every day is a day for transformation, spiritual deepening, and heart connection, no matter what's going on. Every day we learn and practice something important, and that makes a difference. Join us all this month as we celebrate our Mother Earth and our divine feminine. Let's get ready for today's celebration by putting your hands together for the CSL Dallas music team.
It's a new day dawning. Let's go! Come and celebrate a new day. Celebrate the beauty of the earth. Come and look at life in a new way. Celebrate the wonder of rebirth. Come and celebrate a new day. Celebrate the beauty of the earth. Come and look at life in a new way. Celebrate the wonder of rebirth. Here we go, take it up. Arise, shine, and see a brand new morning. Arise, shine, we made it through the night. Arise, shine, it's a brand new day that's dawning. Come celebrate the light. Come and celebrate a new day. Celebrate the beauty of the earth. Come and look at life in a new way. Celebrate the wonder of rebirth. Arise, shine, and see a brand new morning. Arise, shine, we made it through the night. Arise, shine, it's a brand new day that's dawning. Come celebrate the light. Arise, shine, and see a brand new morning. Arise, shine, we made it through the night. Arise, shine, it's a brand new day that's dawning. Come celebrate the light. Come celebrate the light. Come celebrate the light.
Good morning, CSL Dallas, and everyone who's online across the globe. We welcome you here this morning, and we are going to start our day as we always do here by reading our purpose statement. We are radically inclusive, spiritually progressive, transforming lives, and so it is. So what's going on? We've got a lot going on coming up in the next month. First of all, June 1st, we have a new circle starting, the Soul Recovery Group, which begins on Saturday, June 1st, for anyone in any kind of recovery. This weekly time aligns the 12 steps with the science of mind as a powerful companion to your recovery program, led by our practitioners, Cindy Young and others, from 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. in person only at CSL Dallas. Raising Our Consciousness, also Saturday, June 1st, at the Pride Labyrinth. Commit to raising the consciousness in Dallas and our nation for the inclusion, respect, and safety of the LGBTQ community and all marginalized people by participating in this intentional walking meditation at the Pride Labyrinth here at CSL Dallas on June 1st. This is an in-person event that we encourage you to bring your friends, neighbors, and family to. Kids can walk too. The Ritual and Labyrinth team will be there to show you how to make this a powerful experience so that you may be a force for good and use your high vibration to make a difference in the world. RSVP at csldallas.org.events on June 1st, or just show up at any time between 11 and 2. CSL Dallas Unleashed. Want to know what's going on? Join us on Sunday, June 2nd, where we will kick off our summer Journey to Awakening program with special guest speaker David Zellman and Dr. Petra sharing the platform to talk about the transitions we welcome as we believe in and manifest newness and growth in our lives. Dr. David Zellman is the founder and developer of the Transitions Process, which embraces and celebrates the past on behalf of the future. We are committed to creating, on behalf of the future, we are committed to creating. After the celebration, Dr. David will be selling and signing his newest book, which I started reading last night, and it's excellent. What's Next? Get Clear and Get Going, which is a must-have for everyone moving through transitions and change. Then from 1 to 3:30 p.m., Dr. Petra and Dr. David will use the transition process to facilitate a conversation on the transition that CSL Dallas is embarking on with right-sizing our campus this summer. You'll get to see the new space plans and learn how everything that is important to us is included. We will embrace and celebrate our past on behalf of unleashing CSL Dallas into our amazing future. We want everyone who loves and cares about CSL Dallas to be at this hybrid experience. To learn more about Dr. David and his work and to RSVP for this free event, go to csldallas.org, events June 2nd, so we know how many to plan for. Mark your calendars. Glad to have Reverend Karen back. Yay! Reverend Karen is back with her Power of Decision workshop Sunday, June 9th. Do you create intentions but don't follow through? Or maybe you set intentions but don't understand why they don't manifest. There is a gap between intention and decision that makes all the difference in the world as you seek to manifest your miracle or something new. As a companion to our Journey to Awakening Home Study program, Reverend Karen empowers you to make decisions and act on them. Decisions that enhance the quality of your life based on a mind-blowing book of the same name by Raymond Charles Barker. In this interactive workshop, you will examine false beliefs about deciding. You will explore the value of decision-making, discover areas in your life that need decisions, and be inspired to move forward. Don't miss it. Sunday, June 9th from 1 to 3:30, both in person and online. Register on the events page at csldallas.org. Now, again, I didn't say my name. It's Darlene Franklin. Yeah. So thank you. So whether you are joining us for the first time today or have been connected for years, we welcome you. However you found us in person, online, we'd love to stay in touch with you. Stay in the know by following us on social media, leave us a Google review, and sign up for our weekly newsletter and inspirational text by filling out a Connect card from the link in the chat online or at the welcome table on campus to stay connected to all that's happening at CSL Dallas. Now, let's settle in to this morning with our music team, Candy, Aaron, Cleo, Denise, and Glenda, as we go within to center with practitioner Tina Tennant.
of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world.
Let's sing that one more time, please. Let's sing that again.
We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world.
Who we are and what we do is the blessing to the world. Please breathe this in for a moment. Knowing that one power and one presence operates in, through, and around us. And this power of good is guiding everything without any exception. Each one of us is a divine spiritual being and experiencing endless self-expression while walking on our pathways, living our lives. And we are always gifted with love, peace, wisdom, and joy. We are blessed. Divine love, peace, and wisdom emanate from us and touch everything, all humanity, all the places in the world. Our thought is creative, with no limit. And good come from our thought, our words, always, and we can act on it. Knowing that universal spirit fills all the space and manifests itself through us. I know that I am, you are, and we are collectively is a blessing to the world. This is the truth. This is our truth. Please join me to affirm this truth by saying together, and so it is.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. You're a blessing to the world. We're a blessing to the world. I'm a blessing to the world. 1, 2, 3. Right there. Right there. sacred and spread. What I seek, I have. What I wanna know, I understand. All I wish I could, I can. Who I wanna be, I am. What I seek, I have. What I wanna know, I understand. All I wish I could, I can. Who I wanna be, I am. I am the seed, I am the tree. I am the flower and I am the bee. I am fire and I am wind. I accept love and also I give. I am loud and I am mighty. I am silent and I tread lightly. I am brave and monumental. I am modest, I am gentle. I am student and I teach. I am the sand and I am the beach. I am ease and I am power. I am bridge and I am tower. I am peace and I am wild. I am mother, I am child. I am many, I am few. I am God and God is you. What I seek, I have. What I wanna know, I understand. All I wish I could, I can. Who I wanna be, I am. What I seek, I have. What I wanna know, I understand. All I wish I could, I can. Who I wanna be, I am.
Yay! That is, thank you, CSL Dallas Ensemble. Oh, do you have another name, Candy, that I'm not aware of? Fabulous. CSL Dallas, fabulous. Yes? Yeah, that was fabulous. I am the sea. I am the trees. I am the bee. I am. Just breathe that in. Breathe in all that I amness. Well, so if you haven't figured it out, I'm not Dr. Petra this morning. I'm Reverend Karen. For those of you who don't know, I'm Minister Unbound here at CSL Dallas, and I go out into the world to create community through sacred travel. And I have definitely been doing a lot of that this year, and it's been wonderful. And I tune in just like many of you online, and those of you who can't be here on specific Sunday mornings. I keep up with all of you, and I keep up with what's happening here and the themes. And this month has been very rich, yes? So I unexpectedly got to be asked late yesterday afternoon if I would be willing to do this talk, because Petra can't talk. She has laryngitis. She has no voice. So please hold her in health and wholeness and speedy recovery, that she gets her voice back and is back to her full-on Petra self. But I've seen the messages both online and through some emails about how rich this has been for many of you, the divine feminine theme this month, and especially for the men. I just want to say I love it when the men say how much this means to them. Give yourself a hand, men. You know? Because sometimes, depending on the message, we could feel like we're being left out when actually it's about all of us because it's only one thing. So none of us can be left out unless we believe that we can be left out, and then we can be left out. But that's another message for another time. Today we're talking about caring for all of life, and specifically through Earth Mother. And I love that it is, Earth has been portrayed for eons as a feminine quality, as a mother, Earth Mother. I want to start with this quote from Ernest Holmes. It's the only one I have of him today, so it's a meaty one in the beginning. And I love how he talks about this. He says, "These mountains here do not reflect the glory of God. They are the glory of God." In other words, there is a mountain which God up there, I don't really agree with that, but this is Ernest Holmes. There's a God up there which reflects into a mirror so that we can see the mountain down here. Now, I love that. It is as above, so below, right? I use mirrors all the time, reflecting back. Exactly what I hold within must be reflected back without. So he's so spot on with this. And I love this. The mountain is God's idea of itself that way. Mountain is idea of God. And I do this, especially in wildlife photography. People wonder how I see so many animals. Even the guides themselves say, we never see this many animals. And I'm going to tell you my secret. If you want to see a lot of animals on this planet, and when you go out in nature, my secret is I get into a meditative state, and I do precisely what Holmes is talking about here. I go deep within and I say, God as orangutan wants to see itself as orangutan, and it wants to see itself as orangutan through the eyes of this orangutan. And in 3 minutes, the orangutan comes out. God as, I may have to take this off if this keeps happening, God as otter wants to see itself through the eyes of otter. Otter hadn't showed up for 4 nights for everybody else, but when I was in a hide in Scotland this past weekend, no one else wanted to take the risk of staying up late and not seeing otter. Otter showed itself at 11:45 p.m. Should I take off the mic? Okay. So Holmes is saying this is why we can communicate with nature in her visible form. And he's calling nature a her. And that is why a tree can speak with us, which is most certainly can if we develop the ability to listen. So we can bridge ancient wisdom with modern environmental consciousness using the, thank you.
Check. Hey, everybody.
Ryan, I can
How you guys doing today?
do a hand mic too, no?
Yeah, let's do a hand mic. That way. Awesome. Hello.
Thank you, Ryan. Okay, everybody. Yay. All right, so we can bridge ancient wisdom with modern environmental consciousness using, and I want to talk about and bring forward this Inca goddess that Peter and I recently got to really appreciate on location, and yet no matter where we are on this planet, we can touch into this particular Inca goddess. And we can use her to illustrate a profound impact of the divine feminine on our relationship with nature. And you may have heard about her. And we've been talking all month about the divine feminine. It's this concept of acknowledging the nurturing, the life-giving, the creative energies typically associated with femininity. And yet we have that, each of us, male, female, they, theirs. We all have that. And embracing the divine feminine involves recognizing the importance of balance, compassion, and interconnectedness. And these are the values that this particular Inca goddess epitomizes. So, many of you have heard of her. She's known as Pachamama. And she's the Inca goddess of fertility and nature. And so today I want to explore this profound concept of the divine feminine through the lens of Pachamama and enable us each, no matter what journey we've had up till now in our life, it is so important for each of us, for the sake of our life and our collective life, to really deeply reconnect with Mother Earth. So we're in this era, we've heard it, we see it all the time it's called environmental crisis. It's known by many things. And Pachamama offers this timeless wisdom, a powerful symbol for reconnecting. And not only with Mother Earth herself, but with all forms of life. Nothing, no one, no thing left out. Pachamama's principles align with the science mind philosophy of finding spirituality in the natural world. We use nature, Emerson, Holmes, so many people use nature to reconnect and to connect with that thing that is greater than ourselves and go beyond our physical, spiritual, mental realm. And using Pachamama to recognize inherent wisdom and divinity that is present in all living things. So, in Peru, and especially where we just were last month and in other places on the planet, her role extends from ensuring abundant crops to influencing human fertility and family prosperity. Reverence for Pachamama has shaped ritual and cultural identities of the Inca civilization, which we saw things that were so mind-blowing, that so connect to the mind-blowing things in Egypt, and it's all connected all over the world when one starts to hear and see and witness these things. And Pachamama especially emphasizes harmonious relationship with the environment. And that's where we are, to have a harmonious relationship with the environment. So she's deeply rooted in Inca mythology. She embodies the earth itself. You'll see many pictures of her. She's showing up as mountains, as streams, as earth. If you just Google Pachamama images, you're going to get all kinds of them, all different shape, forms, colors, artist perception of her. And she symbolizes cycle of birth and growth and decay, and highlighting the cyclical nature of life and the importance of balance. I just want you to, no matter where you are, I want you to feel the four corners of the soles of your feet on this earth right now. Both feet. I really almost took my shoes off to do this talk. Of balance. Feel her. Solid. Present. The interconnectedness of life. And so reverence for Pachamama, she's so revered in Peru and in other countries. She emphasizes the need to respect Mother Earth in the Andean cultures and to protect the natural world. And it's such a joy to see so many people care so much about Mother Earth. So we know that there's this interconnectedness of all life forms and the importance of nurturing and sustaining the environment, especially for our future generations. There's not a single one of us on this planet right now that doesn't have a child in our life. It could be literally a biological child. It could be a biological grandchild. It could be a niece, a nephew, a cousin, a neighbor, a student. It doesn't matter. But we all have little ones in our life, right? And each of us can choose to take up, you may have heard it, it's called the seventh generation principle. Have you heard of that? The seventh generation principle. A few have, a few haven't, right? So we can take it up by being conscious of our own, we call it a garden patch, Petra and I. Like, we have a garden patch. We intentionally decided to downsize and live in a small condo that doesn't take up much room. There's nothing wrong with having a large place to live, but we chose to have a smaller footprint. She chose to sell a BMW to get an electric car, bought it used. We can all choose, whatever it is, to consciously tend to our own garden patch. So the seventh generation principle is based upon this ancient Iroquois philosophy that decisions we make today should result in a sustainable world 7 generations into the future. So think, us, our child, our grandchild, our great-grandchild, our great-great-grandchild, our great-great-great-grandchild, our great-great-great-great, y'all help me, grandchild, you get it? And great-great-great-great-great-grandchild. 7 generations. It's not just a product that you can buy in Target. So Pachamama goes beyond this physical fertility to encompass spiritual and emotional nourishment. And it's the one thing that keeps me nourished is to stay in touch with her. And when I don't, I feel it, I know it, my life is different. And when I am in touch with her, everything changes. So we can call on her for spiritual guidance. We can call on her for spiritual wisdom. We can call on her to offer us blessings. And we can say, I honor you, I respect you. Even before we step on the grass, we can ask permission. It was so wild. Recently, in this month, I was in Ireland and Scotland. And before we did anything, we asked permission of the stones, of the grass. It's like, I asked permission, can I enter, instead of just traipsing around on the grass and just not caring about the stones. We laid down on some stones, and it was like this opportunity for me to know at a whole new level, the universe has got my back. I invite you to go find a large stone, White Rock Lake or wherever you are on the planet. You don't have to get in an airplane and travel, and lay on a large rock and feel and know Pachamama and how solid and nurturing and compassionate and giving she is, and to know that the universe has got your back in a whole new way. So, her qualities are essential for the well-being of ourselves and our communities. So I explored, sorry, it's upside down. I explored Pachamama in new, grander ways in looking at this today. And let's look at her in modern times. There are so many artists that are painting and seeing and feeling and being with this energy of Pachamama in today's times. And so her influence has transcended her cultural origins, and it's been embraced now by new thought and new age movements and modern spirituality and spiritual people. And so people around the world seek to reconnect with nature and honor the earth and reflect a universal yearning. And we are coming together, aren't we, for an ecological balance and spiritual connection. And she is a conduit for all of us to do this. We can do this through rituals and ceremonies. We can individually touch the ground. When was the last time you put your hand on the ground? Yesterday. It might have been later for some people. You know, as I would walk in the Cliffs of Moher, I made sure I touched the grass as I walked. An indigenous person in Australia told me, every time you go out for a walk, touch everything. Touch nature, touch her, touch the trees, touch the grass.
I'm touching her.
He's touching me. Thank you, Ryan. You know, hug a tree. Do you know, everywhere you go, no matter where it is, I invite you to hug a tree and be open. This may seem very strange to you. First time I did it, it was strange to me because I'm married to a tree hugger. But I hugged the tree, and I didn't like hug the tree to give the tree anything. I now hug the tree, and I invite the tree through energy to share with me what it has witnessed. Think about this. This tree outside of CSL Dallas, I want you to notice it when you leave today if you're here. Next time you visit us, look at the tree right outside our sanctuary. And it's got to be at least 30, 40 years old. I wonder what it's witnessed. I want you to witness the other tree just over there. It's much, much smaller, about half the size of this tree. I wonder why. I wonder what this tree has been fed and what it's witnessed and what it's been nourished. One of the most amazing, gut-wrenchingly sad moment is when I hugged a tree in Birmingham, Alabama, in a particular spot where the fire hoses were opened on people. And I hugged that tree. I'm feeling it right now again. And I wept because the tree shared with me what it had witnessed. And it was so sad. Horrifiedly so. So I invite you to hug trees to see what Pachamama has to say to you. Remember, Ernest Holmes says we can hear the trees if we listen. The one thing that indigenous people have told me that they strongly say we all need to practice, it's probably more important than exercise, water, and food, is intentionally spend 15 minutes a day. That's very little in 24 hours. Intentionally spend 15 minutes a day walking barefoot. And the indigenous people say you can do that anywhere, just not on cement. Okay? Anywhere. So asphalt, doesn't matter. Grass, rocks, dirt, but take your shoes off, folks. We don't do that much anymore. Remember little kids? You know, we ran around barefoot. When was the last time you ran around barefoot? So when you go out for a walk on a nature trail or whatever, take a moment during that walk and take your shoes off. And put the soles of our body on Pachamama and connect with her. Pachamama and environmental concerns. connection to Pachamama extends beyond spiritual beliefs as it encompasses a profound respect for the environment. So indigenous peoples associate taking too much from the earth with taking too much from Pachamama. So this perspective reflects a deep understanding, again, of this interconnectedness between humans and nature, and the well-being of one relies on the well-being of others and everyone, right? So the concept of sustainability is embedded in the reverence for Pachamama in these cultures and teaches us to live in harmony with the earth and to be mindful of our actions. They believe that, of course, taking too much from nature is disruptive, and it's a delicate balance, and we're starting to witness, whether some people believe it or not, we're starting to witness this delicate balance can become imbalanced. And it can lead to environmental degradation and depletion of our natural resources. We've always had enough. It's just how much are we taking from her, right? But there's great news. There's great news. When we look at this lens through Pachamama, and we look at the Incan cultures and the indigenous cultures and their devotion to Pachamama, we see that many of the indigenous cultures have become advocates for environmental preservation and sustainable practices, and they are making headway. And we can join them in making headway. So, Ecuador, the 7th chapter. Remember the 7 generations? It's called the 7th chapter of its new constitution is entitled Rights of Nature. This document establishes Pachamama as a legal entity for the first time in history, stipulating the right to an integral respect for nature's existence and for the maintenance and regeneration of its life cycle, structures, functions, evolutionary processes, and restoration. And this new constitution was approved in 2008 after a referendum with nearly 64% of the votes in its favor. So, at present time, the Ecuadorian Constitution is the only one in the world where this kind of recognition exists. But I know that it's not going to be the only one where Pachamama is written into the Constitution. What about that for us? And it's gone way beyond indigenous communities. We have other good news that I'd like to share, and this is current in this week's news that you're probably not hearing about. Papua New Guinea passes new laws to protect biodiversity. So Papua New Guinea recently passed a protected areas bill, signaling a new area for biodiversity conservation. And it took 14 years for it to happen, but it happened, and it's in play. And so they have support from the Australian government, and the bill paves the way for traditional owners to have greater control and benefit from conservation. Here's another place. Rewilding in Romania hits the news this week. They've scaled up their southern Carpathians with 2 national parks, pledging more than 105,000 hectares of additional land. And bison are free roaming, and they're thriving in Romania. Bison. And they're getting ready to reintroduce griffon vultures in 2025. Hey, the Yosemite of South America. Now this one just thrilled me to no ends. In a landmark agreement, a Chilean businessman has agreed to sell his 325,000-acre property to the environmentalists who fought against his development plans. Can we clap for that? The locals came together. We're talking about the environmentalists that were trying to keep him from selling, got their money together, and $63 million came together to preserve some of the most ecologically significant territory in South America, including forests of ancient trees and this Cachamo Valley, where there are towering granite walls, as you see in this photo. Okay, now that one we can do more of. The activists in our country could come together to purchase some of this land that people are trying to develop or drill oil or whatever. That's why we contribute to the nonprofit that buys up lands in this country. Nature Conservatory. Just happened outside Austin. News for today. Let's clap for that. Okay, this one surprised me. Over the past 15 years, India has made significant advancements in forest conservation and now ranks 3rd globally. I had no idea. So they've had a net gain in their average annual forest area. So they've increased the forest in India. And they've also celebrated 50 years of the Project Tiger and 30 years of Project Elephants to protect critical habitats. So they are now also doing a green credit program to incentivize tree plantations and restorations of the degraded forest lands. So India's in on this too, using Pachamama and her energy. And the secret behind Mexico's forest success, we haven't heard this in the news either, is that over half of Mexico's forests are managed by indigenous communities, resulting in greater biodiversity, fewer wildfires, and improved livelihoods. Of the 21,000 communities, 1,600 engage in sustainable logging, which has been instrumental in helping people get out of poverty. So in recognizing this connection between the health of the earth and the teachings of Pachamama, we are reminded of our responsibility to act as stewards of our environment. And I just want to encourage us all. And today is really about, it doesn't matter what we're currently doing, and I know each of us, we wouldn't be in this community or connected to this community if we weren't already doing things in our lives. But we could raise the bar a little, and that's what I want to encourage you to do, and to spread and invite our family and our coworkers and our neighbors to raise the bar a little. Here's some, just 5 ideas. Purchase minimally packaged goods in non-reusable containers. You don't see that in Europe. When you travel, you get to see all the good stuff that's happening that hasn't made it here yet. We're not as advanced in certain things. Make sure all of your statements are e-statements, your bank statements, your bills, everything online. Stop printing paper. That kills trees. Here's one that I do all the time. Use a power strip, and when you go away, unplug it. Whenever I go and travel, I unplug all my power strips. Okay? It helps our pocketbook, and we don't need that when I'm not at my desk. Support green energy companies, and most importantly, always vote with our dollars and vote with our ballots. Yes? All right. So I wanted to share real quickly that we did go to Machu Picchu in the Sacred Valley, and this is where Pachamama really is felt perhaps the most. And I was leading a Spirit Tours tour with a community in Southern California, and Petra went as her vacation. And it was a lifelong dream for us to both go to Machu Picchu. And there's so many sacred sites leading up to that, that really some of them were more significant to us than even Machu Picchu. But you can experience and feel Pachamama there because of the culture of the Incas that have been worshiping or connecting with her or revering Pachamama for so long. And of all the things in this tour, for me, and I would think for Petra as well, the one that blew me away was a shaman ritual that a local shaman led for us. And all of the shamans are men. So they are doing their part with Pachamama in Peru. And this gentleman, this shaman, took almost an hour. He gave us 3 coca leaves each. He asked us to make wishes or to say what was it we wanted in each of these leaves, for ourselves, for someone close to us, and for the world, for humanity. And so we blew into what it was in each of these leaves. And then he carefully took each leaf from the group and he blew. And then he proceeded to bring out one by one specific things, blessings for our leaves for almost an hour. It's like it was unheard of in my life. We were weeping while he did it. He ended up, in the end, these are all of our leaves underneath there with intentional layers upon layers and blessings and blessings and blessings, even sprinkles on top, right? And fruit and just all kinds of things, like peeps, just things you wouldn't, it was just unbelievable. And then we went to another place, and he built a fire, and he did blessings, and he brought in Pachamama, and he spoke about Pachamama and the earth, and it's like I'm there all over again. And then he burned it, what he had taken so much care to do for each of us to ensure that our blessings, our wishes, come to fruition for ourselves, for someone close to us, and for all of you. We can do this at any time, any place, anywhere. Make a ritual. I think we've gotten out of touch with rituals in our life. I invite you to do the ritual of getting barefoot. I invite you to do the ritual of touching trees and grass and leaves. Just not the poison ivy, stay away from that. You know, but let your body touch her in new ways. Connect with her. And then finally, we were so moved after everything that we had been admiring this particular artist's pieces of artwork. And we were in the last day in Cusco, and Petra said, we were walking, and she said, I want to go back in there. And we walked back into this little artist shop, and as it turned out, we started looking and deciding, and oh, we want this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and oh, we have a little condo, right? Not much wall space. And it just so happened this gentleman came up to me, and he said, well, do you like that one? And I said, yeah. And he said, well, I'm the artist. And so we bought 3 pieces, by the way, but this is the one I want you to look at. Just want you to look at her. Because when I looked at her for the first time, I cried. And what he says this is Pachamama. And he goes, and he kept doing his breath, and then he went, and he said, this one is peace. And that's what made me cry. The first time I looked at this piece, I felt peace. I felt grounded. I felt the earth. I felt Pachamama. So art can inspire us. So Pachamama reminds us of our responsibility to nurture and protect the earth, fostering a harmonious existence with nature. And by embracing Pachamama's teachings, we can cultivate a deeper connection with Mother Earth, ensuring a stable and balanced future for all life forms for those 7 generations to come. Touch her, feel her, know her, be her, and so it is.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love the things that we talk about here. Don't you? Okay, give Reverend Karen another hand, please. So, whether you are in the room or online, please give generously as our greeters come to the work of CSL Dallas. Without your support, CSL Dallas couldn't offer all that we do. Activate the law of giving and receiving and make a difference through your giving. So let's begin by affirming our abundance together. I turn to the Spirit within, knowing that it desires to manifest through me. I joyfully anticipate greater abundance, more success, and more joy. CSL Dallas and our community are expecting and experiencing more abundance as we draw from spiritual treasure house all that we need and more. So it is. There are many ways to give: text giving, Venmo, PayPal, auto tithing, or using the basket being passed around. Pick which option works best for you. If you auto tithe, we have laminated bills to pick up at the doors, so you too can participate in the ritual of giving, or simply bless the basket as it goes by. We have at CSL Dallas a community service opportunity with City Square, one of our nonprofit partners. City Square is the largest nonprofit provider of affordable housing in the city of Dallas. They also have a food pantry, providing fresh groceries and free nutritious meals after school and in the summer, which is fighting to end hunger in our city. Join CSL Dallas Saturday, June 8th, to help stock and store in their food pantry from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. You must RSVP to join at csldallas.org/events June 8th or in Pankey Hall after the celebration. We love being in community together with you. Our practitioners are here with us today for your spiritual support. You can receive a powerful spiritual mind treatment after the celebration today. For those who are in person, you can go across the breezeway to our Peace Room, which is located right next to the elevators. Our practitioners are also standing by online via Zoom, and a link for that is being posted in the chat. So now let's stand and join me as we sing close our celebration, bring our celebration to a close with our fantastic music team.